Hi guys, welcome to my channel. First, I'm going to start with primer, and while I'm putting that on, I just want to talk about what inspired me to do this makeup look. So the pink blushy makeup look has been trending for a while, but I usually only see people do it in cool tones. So if you're a warm tone girly like me and you want help achieving this type of look, then please keep on watching. After primer, my eyebrows tend to get a little messy, so I'm just cleaning them up here. Now I'm going to color correct my under eye bags and the darkness around my mouth area by using a peachy concealer. And I'm going to use setting spray on my makeup sponge to help me blend out the concealer. If you don't already have a peach color corrector, I would highly suggest you to get one because as you saw, it just completely cancels out all my darkness, and this is really good at evening out your skin tone. Now I'm going to use a cushion foundation as my base, and I tapped off the excess so that there would be an even amount on my sponge, and I'm just gonna blend that into my skin. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. I'm just going to put a little bit of foundation in the middle for my forehead, and then we're gonna move on to blush. For my blush, I'm just going to be placing it in the middle and blending it out with my fingers. I like my blush to be really pigmented and intense, so I'm adding more as needed. For a natural and more seamless look, I'm blending out the edges so that it all blends well together. And I'll do the same thing on the other side as well. I'm adding blush on my nose and my chin as well for a more cute look. And I know this is a tutorial, but do not do this part. I was trying to go for an under eye blush look, but instead it looked like dark circles, so if it looks like I have them, this is why. After I'm done with all the cream products for my base, I like to set my face because it helps my makeup last longer throughout the day, and it also gives an extra layer of hydration for my powders. Now I'm going to set my face with powder, starting with the under eyes because they tend to crease the most. Make sure you blend out any creases before setting your under eyes so that it's as smooth as possible. Using a powder puff like this is also the best way to set your face. I just find that it gives me the most smooth and even application out of everything I've used. Because I have oily combination skin, I really like to put on a lot of powder, and I also had to go out somewhere after this, so I really needed my makeup to stay on and be locked in. And powder is the best way to make sure that my makeup doesn't move and stays on all day. And I'm using the bottom part of the powder puff to set the more wider areas of my face. After I'm done setting my face, I like to brush off the excess because this powder tends to make me look ashy sometimes. The next step is going to be contour. I don't like how wide my face is, so I'm going to be contouring this size to slim it down and bring some definition back. And I'll do the same thing on the other side as well. After foundation, your features can get flattened out, so it's really important to contour and bring the definition of your features back in. After I'm done contouring the perimeters of my face, I'm going to start my nose contour. First, I'm going to define my nose bridge by making a C shape from the start of my eyebrows till like the end of my eyes. Next, I'm going to contour the bottom of my nose to try to get a more lifted look. And now I'm going to contour the sides of my nose to try to make it look slimmer. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to blend the bottom half and the top half together for a more seamless look. Next, I'm going to use a flat brush like this to draw a line across my nose for a more button nose look. Next, I'm going to use a matte highlighter to highlight my nose and help it look even more defined. I realize now that I went a little too heavy-handed on my contour this day, so it is a little much, but if you want a more natural look, obviously be more careful on how much you put on. After I'm done with my nose contour, I'm going to define my philtrum and I'm also going to contour my lips. Even though I already put on liquid blush, I'm adding powdered blush as well for more intensity. And after I'm done with the blush, we're finally moving on to my favorite part, the eye makeup. So first, I'm going to start with a transition shade all over my eyelid. Next, I'm going to be using a smaller, denser brush to put the same transition shade on the outer half of my lower eyelid. And then after that's done, I'm going to blend the lower half and the upper half together. Next, I'm going to squint a little to bring my aegyo out, and I'm going to highlight them so that my eyes can look bigger. After that, I'm going to use the transition shade to help blend it together. Next, I'm going to put a light pink eyeshadow on my aegyo for a more cohesive look. After that's done, I'm going to use an angled brush to define the triangle zone of my eyes. This step is super important because not only does it define your eyes, but it also helps it appear bigger. Now I'm going to use the tip of the angled brush to define the inner corner of my eye as well. Now I'm going to add more definition by connecting the outer part and the inner part together. After that's done, I'm going to contour my aegyo by using the tip of the angled brush and just brushing the eyeshadow under my aegyo. Doing this will literally make your eyes so much more bigger, which is why it's one of my favorite steps to do. Now I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes because I feel like it just makes it look brighter and it also helps to make my eyes pop. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So first, I'm going to use a spoolie to clean up my eyebrows, and then I'm going to use a brown mascara to lighten up my eyebrows for a more soft look. Next, I'm going to do eyeliner. I'm going to start by extending past my lash line and then connecting it to a wing and then filling it in. And I did the same thing on the other side as well. Next, I'm going to extend my inner corners with eyeliner by just drawing like little triangles. Doing this gives a more cat eye look by making your eyes look sharper. After eyeliner, we're going to move on to mascara. So first, I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm just going to put an even amount of mascara on my lashes. When I'm done with the top lashes, I like to put the remaining mascara on my bottom lashes as well. And again, I'll do the same thing on the other side as well. Make sure to be careful when you're applying your mascara, otherwise this can happen to you. Don't worry if this happens though, because you can just let it dry and scratch it off later. And I'll continue doing my lashes as normal. Next, I'm going to tight line so that my lashes look fuller. And I know it looked scary when I was lifting my eyelid earlier, so you can also tight line by looking down into a mirror and just putting the liner on. After I'm done with my eye makeup, I'm going to put on nose highlight with this eyeshadow sponge thingy. I like to put it on the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose as well. I also put some highlight on the inner corners of my aegyo to brighten things up a little. Next, I'm going to use the tip of the angled brush and a brown eyeshadow to bring back the color to my moles. They tend to turn like gray and green after foundation and stuff, and I just like doing this to bring the natural color back in. I also scratched off the mascara that was on my skin. Last but not least, we're going to do the lips. And here I was doing this like lip contouring hack that I saw on TikTok, but I'm not really sure if it worked. So I'm just going to blend the lip tint out with my fingers, and I think this was supposed to give me like a blurred lip line look, but I don't think I blended it enough and it didn't really work. And then I'm just going to put on the lip tint how I normally would. But then I ended up applying a little bit too much, and I felt like it was just too red and intense for the look. So I tried to remove it with a cotton pad, but I didn't really press hard enough, so it low-key looked the same, honestly. Just like less shiny. So to put the shine back on, I'm going to wear a lip plumping gloss. And guys, this really does help to plump your lips up, like it literally even tastes spicy. And after that, my makeup is finally done. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!